Hello everyone, Scott Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Sacramento, California. It's December 16th, 2015, and you know what I got in the mail today? I got Jeffrey Gitomers' brand new book. It came out this week. This is the title. Jeffrey Gitomers' Very Little But Powerful Book on Closing, Ask the Right Questions, Transfer the Value, Create Urgency, and Win the Sale. Now, I'm going to let you know, so this book is 60 pages. It is a really easy read, but it is an awesome book, and I'm going to let you know why. You know, usually when salespeople are struggling and they're not closing or they don't know where to go, the last thing that I've seen people want to do is read like a 300 or 400 page book. They don't want to have to pick up this book and like search for information. 60 pages is just like the right amount that you could read this easily within an hour. Here's the other thing. The book starts out talking about where the real problem starts with salespeople, and most people don't really want to admit this. And the thing that we got to admit is sometimes the reason it didn't sell, and I'm pointing at me, is because it's our fault. It's our fault because we didn't do our job. So this book starts out talking about why most salespeople have this issue and they don't realize that really the reason it didn't sell is because it was on the salesperson. Now, I'm going to just go through and break down a couple of things that come from this book. So we talk about whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? Well, if it didn't sell, really it's my fault, right? Because I didn't give the right presentation or ask the right questions. So the next thing in the step is asking questions. Now, if you didn't know this, the two most powerful forms of communication are questions and stories. So I could ask you a question, you don't have to answer me, but at least you have to think about it if I give you time to think about it and just, quiet. And the other one is stories. So like sometimes salespeople talk themselves out of a sale because they have too many stories. They don't listen, okay? So the next step in this book is talking about how to listen. Now, I've been fortunate to ride shotgun co-pilot with salespeople for quite a while and listen to what they have to say and listen for the reasons why they miss sales. Is because they either wanted to talk too much about themselves, they didn't listen, or they had a preconceived notion of what the person needed to buy. And the only way you are going to know what somebody needs to buy is by asking the right question. Now, you're like, but how do I ask the right question? Well, the cool thing for you is in this book, there's a formula of at least 25 different questions you could formulate for yourself, and when you take the time to do that, it makes you a more in-depth salesperson. Now, one of the challenges that I see salespeople have is they only have like one dimension, meaning like they get to the end, like, so what do you think we should do? And the person says, well, I got to think about it, because they don't have more questions, they don't have more ability to go deeper into this question that they need to ask. They discount. So when you have better questions, you don't have to discount. So overall, I mean, there's a self-test in the back of the book, and one of the things that Jeffrey talks about that I'm a huge proponent of is figuring out what went right after the sales call and what went wrong. And it takes some like, I really don't want to do it. But if you really want to get good at sales, you got to ask yourself the right question too. Did I ask all my questions? Yes, I did. Did I show up on time? Yes, I did. Did I give a good presentation? Well, it could be that's the part where it brought up the objection and you weren't able to close. So here's what you do. Go to like wherever you get books and pick up Jeffrey Gitomers' book. It's awesome. I've read a ton of sales books, a lot. And some of them are like, and some of them are like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm gonna let you know, this 60-page book, definitely amazing. Pick it up, you're gonna love it. Now, if you could do a small thing for me in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story, that'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You should subscribe. Just like click it, right? And then what is really cool is you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. Only Scott Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.